Introduction. We always see ourselves as I am. We say, this is me, this is what I have, this is my body, my name is me, and my father's name is he, and so on. Have we ever wondered who we are? Is that I am that? Who exactly am I? So here is the author to describe about me according to the opinion and views of the Sufism philosophy of this brochure and the explanation about me. From this description or explanation the reader will get a little bit of information about what and who we really are. Happy reading and understanding. Explanation 1. Who am I? Have you ever wondered who I am? Have you ever imagined that I am us? Actually we are our spirit, not this gross body. This gross body will die without a spirit. Without the spirit, our body will be destroyed. Our own spirit is our true self. This spirit is alive and will not die. This spirit is also our essence. This spirit is also the overflow of the most living for Allah SWT. God is alive. He has the nature of life. So our life, spirit, is the overflow of God's life. This spirit is also called the shadow of the Almighty. The spirit is a shadow to the owner of shadows. The owner of the shadow is God, and our spirit is the shadow of God. Such are the opinions of Sufis. Allah does not see the unseen and there is none like him. How can we know what is unseen and unspeakable? Like the wind, we do not see the wind, plus we know the wind is blowing and the wind is there? The answer is, we know the wind because it has an effect. When the leaves of the tree sway, we know the wind is blowing. If we feel the wind, then it is the wind, and so on. The shaking of the leaves and the feeling of the wind are signs of wind. We do not see angina but we know there is angina through its signs. The same is the case with Allah SWT. We do not see him, but we feel and believe in him through his signs. The signs of God are the universe. These signs are in Arabic for each verse. Therefore, the universe and ourselves are the revelations of Allah alone. The Spirit is very high in dignity, high in the rank of angels. His place is on the side of Allah Most High. It is this spirit that remembers Allah, Zikrullah, as if his work is remembering Allah alone. It is as if eating and drinking Zikrullah only. This Holy Spirit always monothizes Allah the Most Holy. Unclean to him then associating God. This spirit is very much in love with Allah SWT. It worships and praises God always. God is his lover. God is enough for him. Such is the relationship of Allah with the Spirit, according to the views of the Sufis. Explanation 2. I am the Spirit, knowing that I am that is the Spirit that comes from God, lives with God, and returns to God. God knows the base of the destination, the ocean that is navigated and the port of the stop. If studied in depth you will realize in the spiritual view that God is the starting point of our journey. He is the destination of the journey itself. And God is also the final destination of this journey of life. The place of departure, travel and destination referred to here is not in terms of physical views subject to space and time. The destination and destination meant here is in terms of our spiritual views, feelings and imaginations, thought. I or our spirit are the signs or verses of God. The Spirit is also his shadow and his revelation. From a spiritual point of view, Allah is the first, the last, the inner and the outward. The third explanation, my view, the deepest I am is spiritual. If I am cleared of his views through Zikrullah and spiritual training of the Sufis, then I will reach a level of view where he feels this existence is one as well. According to this view, existence exists in many levels, stages, and various aspects, but it remains one. Everything that exists is visible, both external and internal, all exist only in reality. This is my deepest view. Fourth explanation, I am Ayatollah. Once again it is repeated that I am you is your spirit and that is also your true self. I am is also Ayatollah, signs of Allah, because the whole universe, the unseen and the real, are the signs of the existence of Allah SWT. I am also called Rahullah, Spirit of God, because the Spirit is a blow from the Spirit of God or an overflow from the Spirit of God. I am also called Nurullah, the Light of God, because every spirit is light. It is called light because everyone who sees something is called light. The prophets are the light of Allah because through the prophets we can know Allah through their teachings and upbringing. The Spirit is light because through the Spirit we know and see God. I am also called Malam in his knowledge. Known means known. Allah is Alam, who knows. Everyone who knows is of course knowledgeable. Allah is knowledgeable, that is why he is Alam. Every Alam of course has knowledge and there are things he knows. The known thing is called Malam, known. God has knowledge and in his knowledge there is knowledge. Our spirit is included in the knowledge of God. So our spirit is the knowledge of God. That is why it is said that the spirit is unknown in the knowledge of God. The fifth explanation, knowing Allah, I or the spirit is the one who can know Allah SWT, not this rough body who knows him. Through that spirit we know God. The container or container where Allah reveals himself to us is our spirit. The spirit is also called the heart. It is not the physical heart but the spiritual heart. The spirit has consciousness. Awareness of the existence of Allah and his attributes manifested in this universe. The one who sees the revelation or tajli is our spirit. Explanation 6. I am very close to God, I am really close to God. Me and God are not separated from the past, now and forever. Like the waves do not part with the sea. From any angle, the existence of the universe still surrounds me. It covers me from left, right, up, down, front, back, outside, inside, even from anywhere. Near and surrounding are not in terms of space and time that can be measured in length, width, depth, or in terms of time and time. Near and around it is in terms of spiritual or spiritual views. Only those who are in the spiritual experience understand the meaning. The existence of the universe is covering, encompassing, uniting, and uniting with me. I am absorbed in this existence of the universe. Explanation 7. I am outside. I am inner, in terms of me or the spirit or myself, I exist united and united with the one in the universe. It appears to me that God is inward and I am outwardly. God is reality and I am his shadow. He is original and I am his publication. He is electric and I am a lamp. He is a mastermind and I am a puppet. My movement is moved by him. This is the deepest spiritual view. The eighth explanation, I am existing. Indeed I am there, exists. Its existence with the overflow of the Supreme Being, that is Allah. My life is an overflow of his life. I am overflowing with power. His power and ability I am is an overflow of his power and effort. I will and he will. My will is subject to his will. Overflow here means a gift or derivative or revelation or product or effect. The Almighty is Allah. I and the universe are an overflow of the names and attributes of the Almighty. Every name and attribute of God is revealed to me in this universe. That is my view, which is spiritual in nature. The ninth explanation, my character, I have the nature of life or life, knowledge or knowledge, hearing, sight, nature or power, will or will, and speaking. All these attributes are an overflow of the attributes of God alone. The real I am is not divorced and is inseparable from the attributes of God and God himself. My existence is actually absorbed by the existence of the universe. This is my view, which is spiritual. The 10th explanation, I am spiritual, I who am purely spiritual feel that God alone is enough. God is everything to me. It is to God that I complain and hope. His gaze is focused on God. Immerse me in the ocean of the divine and deep God. In a state of feeling absorbed in the extensive ocean of the divine and in it, I do not feel fear, do not feel envy, do not feel discouraged among fellow beings. In that view of me, the creature is in fact nothing. The existence of beings is not real, only a shadow that is the shadow of the existence of God. Only God exists. That is my view. The 11th explanation, I am not God, although I think as mentioned in the previous explanations, but I will not be him, that is God. I remain I, he remains I, but I and he united seem to be one. Like the union of waves with the ocean, the union of water with ice. This view is not a view in terms of physical, mental and daydreaming, but is the view of the spirit, which is the spirit that is cleansed with zikrola and soul training for a long time, with the guidance of a Sufi teacher who specializes in spirituality and divinity. Explanation 12. My achievement, after reaching the high level of view of the spirit, then wherever the spirit faces there, the face of God appears as if he is everywhere. Those who experience such a view say, most almost innumerable united with one heart one far but almost all my movements he moves I am silent he my actions his actions he said to them again, my life is the ray of his life I am the shadow of his self they are just parables, parables to explain the feelings and views of their spirit. Among other things they said, if he is the sun I am his light if he is the ocean I am his waves if he is salty I am his salt if he is sweet I am his sugar I am alone with him but I unite with him very close and far away oh how great is his existence my existence is immersed in his existence Fana and Baka in his existence. Such is the view of the Sufis who have reached the level of feeling as if together with the Almighty existence. They reached such a level because they focused their whole gaze on the Almighty and were in love with him. People who have never undergone spiritual training and do not know deep spiritual matters and have never taken the spiritual path, they should not try to interpret their own opinion for fear of getting lost. Explanation 13. My journey, I come from God. I am knowledgeable, known, in the knowledge of Allah. Then I was in the spirit realm. When it comes time to give birth to the world it is breathed into the future baby in the mother's womb. Enough time in the mother's womb, she was born into the world with a baby-shaped physical body. I will be in the realm of the world until death do us part. Then he entered the realm of Barzakh. After so long, he will be considered on Judgment Day. I will go to heaven or hell. Hopefully do not go to hell should. So I return to the presence of Allah SWT. From God I come to God I return. There live forever with the Almighty, that is Allah, forever. That is my journey. Traveling from one realm to another. The 14th explanation, I am actually independent. It only depends on the Most I Am, that is Allah. He has nothing. It only receives an overflow of existence from the Almighty. I should not be praised because it is empty. The Almighty is God alone. I do not praise Girola, other than Allah, because Girola is also empty. Only Wu deserves to be adored and praised.